Okay, here we're setting up the gun ready for work, and at this point in time we're about to set the temperature on the back of the gun, and to this end we've plugged the gun in, the gun's ready to go, and we just need to set this temperature on here, and at the moment this temperature is showing 223, so we're going to change that. It needs to read 240, so we will change that by going to the up and down arrows, and as you can see we're changing the temperature to the desired temperature of the gun. So we're going to change that and bring that to 240. Now the gun is preset, it's set on 240, and the red is indicating the temperature that the gun's at now, and the gun will work until it reaches that temperature, so that will hit 240. With these guns you need to leave them a good 15 to 20 minutes to allow the heat to soak through the existing material in the barrel. So this, what we're looking at here, is the barrel unit. Here is the input of the existing material, the old extrudate that was used. In this particular case it had black welding rod through it. We're going to purge some green through it, and we will replace that with some green weld rod, but we need to allow that whole barrel to heat up and the extrudate in the barrel to reach its melt flow so that we can push that out. If you try using the trigger on this before it reaches its melt flow, you can end up doing damage to the screw and to the heater unit. So beware that the protocol that you must observe that protocol when you first start this up in the morning. You can leave this running all day. You don't need to turn the preheater on until you're ready to weld. So we leave the preheater there until such a time as we're ready to weld. Now the preheat should be set. It's set on this unit that I'm pointing to down there. You will see that has a slot for a screwdriver. Now normally that arrow should be set on around about 7 for welding this material. That's at the high end of the preheat. Once we're ready to carry on, we will then show the protocol for turning on the preheat. Now we've had the welder on for the last 15 to 20 minutes, and we're about to purge the material through the welder. So now we can pull the trigger and allow this piece to start extruding through. So we pull the trigger, we've put the material into the extrusion port and allowing that material to purge out of the end of the gun, as you can see. It takes a little while for you to clear all the existing material out and allow for the green to come through. You will see it gradually change colour as we purge the material through the machine. As you can see, we're still purging material through it. Because black is the most dominant of all colours, it takes a while for the black to purge out of the actual system of the gun itself. So we're trying to clean the entire barrel of black by pushing the green through until the green reaches until the black is purged from the actual gun itself. But it does take a little bit of purging to get this colour change to happen. If we pull that off, you will see that this has started to change colour. As you can see now, basically taking that black off. Just remember that this is hot, and after a while you do develop asbestos fingers, but to the average bloke, until you've been doing this for a while, you'll find that quite a bit of heat there. So as you can see, we've got the green coming through now, and that's purging through quite nicely. That'll still tend to take a little while for that to really clean the barrel out. It could take up to sort of the next 3 or 4 metres to actually get to a full colour. So if you're doing an outside weld that's going to be seamed, I would tend to leave that until you've fully purged it. Okay, you can take your trigger off now. So that should be purged, ready to go. Now we're in a situation where we can start to weld. Now we need to preheat on the gun, and this is an important part of it. So the first thing you do is turn the blower on, and that's by turning that switch, by pushing that switch. You can feel the air coming out of the end of the extruder, and that is normally cold. So in order to make that hot, you need to switch the temperature unit on, and that is right there. You turn that plug to on, turn that switch to on, and that turns your temperature on. Now that should give you almost instant heat. When you put your hand in front of the extruder, you should feel hot air coming out of there, and that's quite extreme, that hot air. So you want to try that? That is basically ready to start your welding.